Yeah, okay, I'm weak. Yeah, Avatar The Last Airbender is one of my favorite things ever, and yeah, even if the live action has issues to it, it's still a little bit of a taste of that world, and it's good enough that I want to continue. I don't have to. I want to. All reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of Avatar The Last Airbender, the live action edition, episode 2, Warriors, and press play on it when I press play. When the timer reaches 0, I assume this will be. It was really loud. I assume this will be the Kyoshi Warriors, cause duh. But that could not have been the most. That was the most stereotypically evil music I think I've ever heard. Dun dun dun. I mean, imagine if he was the ultimate warrior. You would have been fucked. Yeah. They probably haven't heard that you failed. Oh. A little weird getting the world development from a book that Zuko kept. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're not officially, like, on the team, huh? Yeah. Not digging that change in the motivation structure for Katara. I really do love how he plays Sokka. Momo? I think with some better writing, he could be on par with the original. Meat! Oh, is it? Wouldn't that have been burned when the Fire Nation came in all wah wah kill everybody wah? What? It made way more sense for a group like pirates to have it. Maybe not necessarily pirates. If I bet they're gonna cut them out, but like it may be not bossing. Say Omashu. Uh, but what? It was in. Whatever would have happened if you hadn't left home? What? It was in your fucking bag. First time I've thought your acting wasn't that great. How the way you transitioned to the crying for your little speech there was a little hard to believe. Be one thing if it was a little bit more build up to it. The actual event wasn't bad. I guess more of an editing issue, I guess. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed. Very pretty. Eh. Appa will never not rule. So, we're gonna entirely skip the Sokka hunting Momo down. No. Hey, wait a minute. We can have it. Are we gonna meet Zhao here? Honestly, I like these two enough that they are really gonna carry the show for me. Not ask. Zuko's like, for once, I was understanding what you were saying. I kind of like that. A little bit more of legitimate advice like that at this structure, because I think it could serve a good groundwork for actually preparing Zuko for the political aspects of being a Fire Lord. Okay. Yeah, the editing of this was just garbage. Signs. What? Is it Leonard God? Oh! Oh! What? What? Yeah, Kiyoshi was like, oh, Jesus Christ, I need to get in on this. Really? What? He's a fucking airbender! Like, if nothing else, be curious! You saw it too, right? Well, see, but... Man, this is... Every line of dialogue doesn't need to be this important, guys. The makeup's badass, for the record. Like, it's actually made to work pretty well in live action. These are the positive aspects of Kyoshi's time as the Avatar. Wow. I mean, he doesn't not look like he could be a warrior. He doesn't quite carry himself like a master or anything like that, but... See that look Suki just gave him? We're doomed. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. That adjective wasn't available at the South Pole. Okay. I guess I don't really care that Sokka's not like, women can't warrior! Not better than men! But a little bit more of an excuse for him to become head over heels for her would be nice, just in the long term. This is an interesting lie. Couldn't you just say you're trying to find the Avatar? Like, because that's what he's been saying this whole time. It's just that the Avatar's actually back now. Not, you don't have to say that you've seen him. Oh, you're Zhao? I will grant you are unassuming. I honestly think he could have done that though. Like, I will find the Avatar and restore my honor. And they'd be like, "You'll never do it, buddy. You have to say you've already seen him, because that's what he was sent out to do." All right. If I thought there was, is he naked? No. Okay. If I thought there was, I don't really know how I feel about her being head over heels for him already. Like, goddamn. Okay, anyway. Ow. Yeah. Wrong with learning waterbending. Firebending, he just shouldn't have the hang up with that yet. Is he avoiding the responsibility? Like, ah. Alright, this is fun, but and the kind of fun I would like more often, but god, it felt so unnatural. I would love to try most of that. Ooh. I never would picture Sokka and Zuko being my favorite things in the Iroh too in this, but here we are. Please give Toph a better script. Please give Toph a better script. Don't make every line of dialogue Toph has to say. Weight it down with the expectations of the world building. Give Toph a better script, please. It's like the intro. I believe. Although his airbending skills may be great, he's got a lot to learn before he can save the world. But I believe I'm fucking it up. Maybe him talking about the warrior thing and kind of hitting on her earlier is what did it. But it really does feel like he walked into town and she was like, "Hot boy!" Is where what we're doing with the relationship here. It wasn't much more in the animated version, to be fair, but it was more. I'm not sure about Zhao's whole vibe yet. He doesn't seem like the stalwart professional that would with anger issues. Boomerang! What was the shark squids is what Iroh made up? I wish that Sokka had the same lie here. It'd be funny. To be fair, he was never going to be able to do that with his weapon, even no matter the skill. It's not what it's meant for. Oh, come on. Oh, he went off to pout. Oh, come on, man. I'm not sure if I like Suki yet, but there's plenty. Although we might have to wait a while, there's plenty that's good with her that has nothing to do with Sokka, where I'll be sure. I've never read the Kyoshi books. I would have by now, but I need to. This is an odd addition to Aang's backstory, to be frank. I mean, this would be amazing stuff when we got to I don't remember his name off the top of my head, I'm sorry, but the firebending master. Right? Wait until you run into the Samuel L. Jackson avatar. Motherfucker, get your shit together! I love that Iroh doesn't want him to do it, but he knows that Izuku's analysis is objectively correct, so he can't really be like. Or you could just get in there. Is he gonna wear the outfit? I hope so. You'd have kicked him regardless of how well he did there. But yes. Dang it, I was really hoping he'd have the costume. Okay, stop making your goo-goo eyes at each other and get to work! I don't care enough about your relationship yet for me to care about this. Maybe I'm misremembering the first season, but Roku was the first avatar he spoke to, right? It's a little fucking weird to me that they'd have it literally be a laser beam eye down. Like, it's one thing if it's in a temple, but just at any statue. And that will be all for this meeting! Shoot fire at the back! Whoosh! I don't mind most of the dialogue from Zuko being excessively important because he's an obsessive character. It works for him because it fits character. I think that might be why I'm enjoying Zuko more in than not more than the original Zuko. That's that would have been that was not what I meant to say. More than the other actors in this. Oh, because it's the same writing style being applied to everybody, but it actually kind of works for Zuko's character. There's no way that makeup comes off that easy. No. You haven't really seen Aang in top form yet, to be fair. I feel like at this point in animated story, Aang was the fiercest fighter, even if he didn't really use his abilities that way. Ah, yes, I'm the creepy old lady. Our noses make a strange noise when they touch. Let's do it again. Ding! Dun dun dun! Talking to Kiyoshi, my face hurts for some reason. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Starting the timer at 29:14 and 3, 2, 1, go. We only ever got to see Aang using the Avatar state unhindered the one time, right? In the original, I mean. That's that's a fucking snipe right there. Like, it's not like he's been there that long. Do you know he's a commander just because you have a general knowledge of the ranks and the uniforms for the different Fire Nation soldiers, or do you know him? Kind of love the Fire Nation masks. They're kind of like Shredder masks. I didn't know that was gonna go that route. uh, that sounds like fun to me. What? 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 Lady, you're talking to the wrong Aang. This this would have applied to original Aang, even if it would have still been harsh on a 12-year-old. But this doesn't. He was just. He didn't run away. He was just going to clear his head. What? Kind of dig that they're bringing this factor of the different avatars in early, the more merciless factor of Kyoshi. But it doesn't make any fucking sense. He didn't run away. Like, I swear she had it on her calendar. I'm gotta go talk to Aang, and she's assuming it's like animated series Aang, so she like wrote out her script for what she's gonna say. Is like, it's about being a warrior and not running away. And this Aang sitting here like, running away? I mean, sure, it sucked I got frozen for the 100 years, but that was just a good old-fashioned mistake. That was pretty cool, but I'm still bitching. Like, come on! What? This speech makes no sense! What? And she knew this was going on, and she's like, I'm gonna keep him in the call. I'm gonna keep him on the Zoom meeting. Just a little bit longer, so for dramatic effect. Other than the eyes, I'm not digging that it looks like Kyoshi's actually there rather than a spirit stepping forth. Avatar is not Dragon Ball Z! Like, despite all of the elemental power, that is a big consistent factor, is that the body is still a human body. There may be some anime logic to how much punishment it can take, but it's still a human body. You can't Dragon Ball Z superhero landing. I'll be back again. Sorry about that. Fixing this. Starting the timer at 36:40 and 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, you're not gonna underestimate him again. Oh, I wonder if Zhao's gonna assume this is just how the Avatar is all the time. He's scary! Hope. Okay, good enough. Huh. Upon a star. Makes no difference who you are. I wish that we had more chemistry. I actually like both of you a lot, but... God, this did not work for me. Nah, who needs a boomerang? What's sad is more time at Kyoshi Island I actually think is a good idea because of how important Suki's going to be later in the story overall, but they kind of did less with more. Hope not. All right. Okay. Right. Agni Kai? What? Ew, impulsive. Yeah, that's. I know he's totally gonna betray you, but I'm a little surprised that he's going for it without ever doing the whole thing about you're a traitor and blah 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 blah. A disgraced nephew and a traitor, blah blah blah. The Avatar has returned. There we go. All right. I kind of dig your whole vibe. We only got a very little of it. I don't mind that they're not keeping him hidden until the third season, but I hope they don't use him that much in season one. It's good, but it's got big issues. Like, okay. Relationship with Sokka and Suki ultimately didn't matter that much to the original series, so I'm gonna try not to harp on it being a little worse here than the meeting. Good God, it was dumb. Kyoshi going hard against Aang for running away when he didn't do that in this version. Like that's just not what happened. That's the only way that the writing of that scene makes sense is if whoever wrote it didn't know that they changed that part of the story. Yeah, that was dumb. Actually, there is some editing that made things like the Kyoshi Warriors entrance a little weak. I feel like that could have been done better, the actual fight scene. Not a big fan of how they did the Avatar state with Kyoshi. But the actual events were cool as hell. I think I like Zhao more than the original. I never much cared for Zhao. I need more with him. I could be wrong. But he's actually a new take on a character that could be an improvement. Next time.